Alright, here we go. Going to get this FlashForge creator up and running. Going to change the firmware, get that updated, and a couple other tidbits. I don't know how many videos this is going to be, but let's get into it right now. Okay, so this is the online guide. First thing is unbox your printer. Make sure that if you're in the United States that it's set to, I think, 110 volts. Else, keep it the higher voltage if you're elsewhere. You don't want to hurt your bot. Install the extruders. Pretty simple. The plastic pieces for the spools for the PLA. I use PLA. I'm done using ABS. And do an overall nuts and bolts check. I didn't have to do that, but whatever. Get PyPy here. Get Python here. Get MakerWare here. Get ProfTweak, helps you tweak the settings of MakerWare. Get that. And get RepG here. I want to help you get PyPy real quick if you have Windows. You need 2.21 and a 32-bit version. Just click here and get the compiler for Windows. Done. It will install, I can't remember, I think it's PyPy that it installs on your desktop instead of installing straight into the C drive, and then I just drag it into the C drive. So PyPy and Python are right next to each other. So here's MakerWare. And let's go ahead and get started. Let me cancel out of a couple things. RepG. RepG and MakerWare slice your objects for the bot to print. You can use either one. They both work well. Make sure you get 23. Make sure again you get 23. And just make sure that when you go here you get 23, which is the latest one. Just released. And the one thing RepG is going to do that MakerWare is not going to do is it's going to let you update your firmware in your bot. So you need RepG. Even if you're going to slice with MakerWare, you need RepG 23 to update your bot, and that's what we're getting ready to do. So, what do you need to do? If you're following the directions, you open up RepG. You are not connected to the bot with the USB. My bot's not even on right now. We're going to go to File, Preferences, Advanced, Python. We're not looking for PyPy. We're going to tell the software where to find Python. So we're going to go to the C drive, and where is Python? It's right here. Python. Okay, now PyPy, same thing. We're going to go to C drive, and where's PyPy? PyPy. So it knows where those are. The firmware, you gotta put the URL in here. Go here. Where is that? It's right here. We gotta get the firmware link for the software. Copy that, put that in here. Now you're gonna see something happen. It's gonna paste that in there. I'm gonna close this, and you're gonna see down here it's gonna let it know that it happened. Boom. So it's ready to rock. It knows where to get that update. So now let's go to, I'm pretty sure what to do, I just don't want to make a mistake. Okay, I'm going to turn the bot on. You can hear it going. I'm going to plug in the USB, and we're going to do this. Now, one thing you're not supposed to do is connect the bot, which that would connect it. You don't do that, but I think we're supposed to see if there's there's no COM port selected here, so we got to rescan just to make sure that it's there. There we go. We don't want to connect though, we just do that. So now we're going to upload new firmware. Let's see if we can't see this has changed. There it is. That's Dan at the Sailfish team putting us in there. So we're going to hit next. Going to click this top one. Don't click B. What is B? I think that's for broken SD cards. So we're going to do the top one. COM3. Next. Press the reset button on the target board. Okay, so this is the trick. Right down here, you're going to see a little button right here, right next to the USB, and that is your reset button. I'm going to click that button really fast. right before I click the upload on the machine here. So watch out, I'm going to click it and then hit upload. Just real fast. Boom, boom. Now you just wait. You can't start meddling with it, but I pretty much click them at the same time. If anything, you want to click the bot before the upload, but just hit them at the same time. Let's see what happens. It's waiting, waiting. Still waiting. Look at that, first time, bam. So I just hit them at the same time pretty much. And we're successful. So my bot just made a noise. It's happy. Everyone's happy. We'll hit OK here. Okay, now let's go to the manual. I did what it said. I select the firmware, I located the reset button, I did my reset. Once you are done, wait a couple. Okay, so let's just shut everything down. Let's just shut down. Let's shut down the bot. I don't know if you need to do that, but I just shut it down. I'm going to turn the bot back on. I'm going to turn Replicator G back up. Alright, automatically connected to it. Tells you the temperature. And we're going to go to the machine type. And it looks like Replicator Dual is already checked. And I think that's the one you're going to want. I don't think they added Creator. So just make sure that Replicator Dual Sailfish there is checked. And we're going to go to Machine, Onboard Preferences. And my offsets have stayed in there. So I'm going to leave them in there even though I'm going to do the calibration. But we don't need to get into that. If yours say 0, don't worry about that yet. But one thing I would say is let's go ahead and reset motherboard to factory settings. You need to do this. So let's do that now. Okay. So it said it's going to take 10 seconds. Resetting. Not sure where we are in the process here. So I'm going to say it's reset. So now what you want to do is I'm just going to X out of Replicator G. I'm going to shut the machine down. And I'm going to turn it back on now. And I'm going to fire up RepG. Machine, onboard preferences, homing, and those values are correct. And these are my offsets. They may change. We'll see. I don't know what yours are, but don't worry about that yet. I would go to acceleration, turn off your D prime to 0. Okay, commit changes. And after you commit the changes, we're going to have to reboot the bot again, so you got to turn it off again. So, let's shut, I don't know if you got to shut RepG down, but I do. Turn the bot off. The bot is off. Turn the FlashForge back on. Fire up RepG again. Let me just take a look at this manual, see if we're missing anything. Nope. Check the homings. The toolhead. We'll get to the toolhead offsets in a second. Mine are probably incorrect now. That was for the old version. So we're good now. Okay, we'll get into all the other stuff here in a second. But this is done. I'm going to get into the calibration of the nozzles, and what we're going to do is, let me just type in makerware calibration nozzles. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go into RepG, and if you go into RepG, you go to File, Scripts, Calibration, FlashForge Creator. Actually, that's new. We're going to do a dual nozzle calibration G code. So we're going to pull that up. We are going to build this for our SD card, and we'll just call it that. Save. So that G code is now built, and I am going to now level the plate, show you how to level the plate to get this done.